It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, no question, they've got this.
Here live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, two teams that like to score out of half-court sets. And, Brent, on that subject, we often talk about the playoffs coming down to great half-court execution. Why do you think that is?
It comes down to preparation, Kevin. You watch so much film. You have several days to prepare for a team that you saw, more than likely 3 or 4 times during the season. And then all of a sudden they're in front of you. As the series goes on, it starts to become less and less about turnovers and missed shots. There's a lot of predictability once you get into the playoffs, and it's about who can make the fewest mistakes. They're normally going to win the series.
That's a great answer. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Atlanta, Bradley Beal is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Collins. Then there's Measuring, and it's Jackson in at the small forward position. Collins against Millsap. 6 to shoot. Collins kicks to Jackson. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. His three-pointers off the mark. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
And what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you can take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
That's a man's move from Millsap, getting the hoop plus the harm. I might chalk up some of this to the schemes that he played in, but no doubt Paul Millsap does not get the kind of credit for the type of elite defense he can play at that 4 position. You talk about his switchblade abilities offensively. Well, defensively, he's shown himself to be very good as a post defender, and if you can imagine it, a rim protector.
Westbrook dishes to Korver. Ariza outside. Millsap a screen on Jackson. Here's Ariza. Out of hand on it. And they'll keep possession. That one drops for him. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Measuring kicks to Walker. And that one is good. And Millsap raised some eyebrows in the 2015-16 season when he averaged almost 2 blocks and 2 steals, Brent, a game.
Well, for Paul Millsap, one of the things about being a heady 4-man is you play in a system that allows you to concentrate and focus and rely on guys being in the right spot. Behind the perimeter defense, Paul Millsap is a tremendous big that moves well and gets himself into great position.
They set the screen. Jackson passes to Walker. Over Westbrook. And again, Kemba Walker.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
On the wing, Korver. Jordan at the elbow. Orlando moving the ball around. Ariza with the bucket.
Outstanding job by Korver in how he swings the pass over to the most open man on the court.
Walker dishes to Jackson. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. A baseline J. Beal can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Magic leading by 5. Here is Korver. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Westbrook. Back to Korver. There's the triple. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
When you give room to Kyle Korver, he's going to burn you. You have to play up on him and get him to drive.
And so it's Orlando in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who...
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Jordan is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better.
The Hawks trail by 10. And Coach Mike Budenholzer, a product of the San Antonio coaching tree, learned a lot in his decade plus as a lead assistant under Greg Popovich.
I think one key for Mike Budenholzer is that he understands that the importance of the assistant coaching staff can really elevate the level of play for the basketball team, and that each of those coaches has an open door policy. You can walk in, you can have a conversation, you can gripe a little bit, and then try to build on something so that the team ends up better off because of those open lines of communication.
Lets it go from 14. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Atlanta, trailing here by 8. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Well, 9 times out of 10, if you can't take advantage of the freebies at this level, the outcome is not going to be in your favor.
Here's Walker. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
They set the pick. Korver kicks to Jordan. Pass to Ariza. Millsap sets the pick for Ariza. Inside, 5 to shoot. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Ariza. Ariza's got his 3rd assist on the night. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And since Dwight Howard back in 2012, the rebuild effort just has languished here in Orlando, unable really to draft any superstar talent. And last season, trades for veteran talent didn't really move the needle either.
Orlando leading by 8. Cans the shot from the wing. Ariza's got 5 now.
The kind of unselfishness from Paul Millsap is why teammates really respect his play.
And Greg, when you look at the Magic, do you see a plan or a roadmap here?
Well, you look at that trade for Serge Ibaka going into last season, and that was probably a sign that ownership was growing impatient. They wanted to cash in their chips and really go for it. And now they might need a rebuild from that rebuild.
You're right. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. And Walker kicks to Jackson. Here's the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. The Hawks again can't hit.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Millsap inside. He's guarded by Collins. Second shot opportunity, and it's Millsap laying it in. 8 points for him.
When you let a big guy like Millsap roam around near the glass, he really gobbles up the offensive rebounds and can stick you.
Walker the pass to Measury. Kicks it to Beal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the lip.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Magic lead by 10. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain out in front at the half is Orlando. They lead by 10. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's what it.
And we're just about ready for the start of.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. Now the second half. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Collins is out there with Measury. Then there's Bradley Beal. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, the chase for the triple-double last year with Russell Westbrook was one of the most incredible seasons the NBA has ever seen. And I think that everybody who's a ball player thinks about the point guard rebounding as tenaciously and as consistently as Russell did last season as being the most incredible part of his season.
Beal from long range. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Korver, good.
As soon as Korver realizes he has the defense backpedaling, he's going to step up and shoot it.
And Westbrook has always been a great rebounder, but that was seemingly the most surprising aspect of all of his triple-doubles.
Yes, 6'3" tall and leaping out of the building and over the top of guys 6'8", 6'10", and snatching boards. His previous high for rebounds was under 8 a game, which is impressive in its own right, but what a huge jump to grab over 10 in a triple-double season. Still remarkable stuff.
Here's Ariza. Offline with his 3.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
There's Beal with the 3. Beal with another miss.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Dishes it to Westbrook. It up for Jordan, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. First in scoring, 3rd in assists, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. And a regroup necessary. Timeout taken by Mike Budenholzer. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
And Walker kicks to Beal. Collins a screen on Korver. Lock at 6. Back to Beal. Shoots over Korver. No good off the front iron.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Well, Jordan plays with an absolute joy, and it becomes infectious for the team. Right now, he's just eating up the glass.
So, Brent, certain players are known for getting into people's heads. Who is a guy you played against that really challenged your mental toughness?
I'll give you 2 examples, Kevin. As an opponent, I would tell you that Vernon Maxwell was one of the less cerebral and more in-your-face aggressive players that I ever faced as an opponent. But on the flip side of that, Kevin, there were guys I played with that sometimes would challenge you mentally. In particular, one Gary Payton in Seattle. Always interesting to see how he approached the game, and sometimes even his own teammates.
But you always welcome the challenge, I'm sure.
Well, I take it head on. I mean, that's what guys do. They're paid to compete.
And one thing you have to say about Russell Westbrook, he is an absolute star. I mean, the type of player you can build around and win with. Just the total package on the offensive end of the floor.
Outside, Walker. Beal from long range. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando the other way now.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
7-foot shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the screen. Shoots the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Beal's got 7 now in this quarter.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Korver dishes to Ariza. The feed to Westbrook. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
Well, you like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's Orlando, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Be more committed in the paint. Go Blue!
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Trevor Ariza out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
They set the pick, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Pass to Jackson. Outside, Beal. The 3. Here's Collins. Great D that time from Jordan.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Stolen by Jackson. That's a 2-pointer from Walker, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
The kick out to Westbrook. No good on the 3. The Hawks trail by 10. From 11 feet away, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, he's like a surgeon down low operating in the paint. He is incredibly effective there.
Millsap sets the pick for Westbrook. For 3. But they get it back. They set the pick. Korver passes to Ariza. Down low. Here's Westbrook. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Magic lead by 10.
Well, not many guards are able to get to that spot as quick as Westbrook does. It's a comfort zone for him.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said, they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
It's good. 6 points for Jordan.
Jordan getting to work down there on the inside, and when he gets that deep position, he can score.
There's the pick to the paint. Here's Beal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Walker against Westbrook. Shoots over Walker. Another miss by Westbrook. The Hawks trail by 10. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Walker kicks to Beal. The offensive rebound. Measury lays it up off the glass.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Orlando leading by 8. Now Westbrook outside Korver. He kicks to Millsap. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Millsap a screen on Collins. Here's Westbrook. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Walker dishes to Beal. Over Korver. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Bradley Beal.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
And he commits the intentional foul. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Westbrook against Walker. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Collins passes to Measury. Tries yet again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
16 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And the former college defensive player of the year in his conference. Few knew that Westbrook would reach such elite scoring at the pro level.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
On the wing, Barnes. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Measury kicks to Walker. Outside for Beal. So the Magic win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Westbrook with 48, Millsap with 24, DeAndre with 18 and 27, Korver with 15, Ariza with 15. Ariza did have 15 assists, though. Overall, pretty decent game for the Magic. Beal with 39, Walker with 24 and 12 assists, Jackson with 18, Measury with 18 and 21. Barnes outscoring John Collins, who did have 24 boards. But that Kevin Love stat line, 0 for 4. Oh, yeah. Just your classic paint war.
Dal lunedì al venerdì, la stessa gente di tasca niente, però era meglio di un film.